Blue and Gold, issue 1, Dan Jurgens and Ryan Sook on the art. This is basically the pair getting back together. Booster Gold is trying to rescue the Justice League, who are trapped on an alien ship, and it is the current continuity Justice League. And basically gets in over his head, and Skeets goes to gets Ted Card to come and help, which gets them both out of the fight together. Honestly, the big thing here is the banter, the dialogue, and the constant commentary from the people who Booster is streaming to on Instagram.
One of which may or may not be Guy Gardner.
He says Guy Gardner's the best.
Yes, I'll be honest. I read that message and thought, that is the worst person.
And then you look at the screen name and it says GG, and you're like, hang on a second.
Yes, I don't trust this at all.
Booster in the age of social media. Come on, what's not to love?
This is exactly what this book should be, which means there's not really a lot to say about it. It's if you enjoy Blue and Gold, these two together. If you enjoy, especially like Jurgens' take on that, if you're a fan of, I can't believe it's not the Justice League era, you will very much enjoy this book, without a doubt.
And the fact that at the end, right, it's Ted who overloads the alien ship with a bunch of information to basically free the Justice League, so they can then free themselves and get off the ship. And the fact that the Justice League offer him a role, but Booster think it's for both of them, and they don't want Booster because it's Booster. And
you're mistelling us a little bit. Just I think you need to clarify that Booster's not in this scene. Booster is talking all issue that they're going to beg both of them to be on the Justice League. Yeah. And then Booster is basically like one of the Justice League intentionally distract him by taking him away so they can offer Blue Beetle a role in the Justice League. But he's like, oh, we're going to join the Justice League. He's like, no, not Booster. He's an asshat. Just you. And he's like, well, no Booster Gold, no Blue Beetle. And
the single best art sequence in this book, and one of the best all week, is the moment where Ted's like, just me, but Booster's the one who, and then it has all just the headshots of everyone cutting between no way, and irritating, obnoxious, and Batman's just there, just glaring silently, and it ends on Ted just going.
I love that for their friendship, because we haven't had these two together in forever. Like Infinite Crisis, Countdown to Infinite Crisis, right? Yeah. We've had a little bit here and there, sprinklings of timey-wimey. Yeah. But so to have these two back together and then to have this emotional friendship beat, I really like that.
And Booster never finds out. Blue Beetle doesn't tell him that. He says, "No, I didn't want us. We're not in their league or whatever." Because some of the funny commentary throughout is like they keep talking about how it's we were on the Justice League, but it was when it was all B and C listers. Like we're not really. But then when they see the Justice League, like, hey, I don't even recognize some of these members. Maybe we can be on this team. This is a real mix of characters.
Yeah. It's very true, isn't it?
It is. And so Sook's art is really good. I love his Blue Beetle costume. It looks it's nice to see this version.
Clean, and then there's the slightly heavy inks on top of it that just give it a depth and kind of a sense of weight to it.
Yeah, and even just the end with Booster and Ted walking through the crowd and fading into the crowd as the sort of the magic hour sun is kind of like covering them in light, and they're just kind of talking about how they're going to start their own little team, and they're arguing over the name. Like we sound like an extermination service, or something like that.
You're the sidekick. No, we've been over this. Yeah.
No, I can't deny that I had fun with the dialogue in this and the way it bounced back and forth. It was a very fun read. It was a little bit of a longer read because it was a bit in the wordy side, but it was the type of wordy where the words were enjoyable, so it wasn't like it didn't feel like a chore because of that.
Yeah, it's fun, and then it sets up what the besides them, the story of these aliens go back to their home world, and the
aliens that were trying
to vengeance.
Yeah, the aliens that were trying to kidnap the Justice League, basically swear vengeance on the one who ruined their plans. So, they're going to be coming for the blue and the gold. Is the idea.
I love it.
It's a very fun book. It really is.
Mhm.
I love this issue, and for anyone who is newer to comics and has read this issue and enjoyed it, but didn't read the the Demise Giffen Justice League stuff in the first place, maybe go give it a try. You would very much enjoy that if you enjoyed this.
I'm sure you can find it digitally, but I found my Can't Believe It's Not the Justice League was ruined. It's out of print in trade, and I'm very sad.
I think they're reprinting it at the minute. I believe they're reprinting it in the current style of thick trades that DC have been doing. It's also all on Infinite if you want to check it out online on there, on the subscription rather than buying all the singles or trades digitally. Yeah.
Oh, good.
No, it's such a great fun issue, but there's so little to critique. Compared to some of the other comics out this week, there's no depth to this in the way there is Catwoman.
Even though Blowhard Booster is not my favorite, I love the time traveling hero booster the most that Jurgens did. Mm-hmm. Jurgens returning to this version of just the completely clueless, where Skeets has to remind him you can't stream all the time because the aliens will also know what you're doing.
And he's like, good call.
Good point. Yeah.
Or even little moments where he calls Ted and he's like, hey, secret identity. He's like, no, stream is paused. Yeah. Don't worry, stream is paused.
They're on an ad break.
Yeah. Just the fact that Jurgens has worked.
The fact that he keeps hawking his Patreon. They don't call it that, but that's effectively what he's doing.
Basically.
He's got they've got slightly off names for all the social medias.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Matt, what are you giving it?
I'm giving it a 7.5. It's solid.
Car?
I had a blast with it. I'll give it an 8.
I'll agree with Matt here on the 7.5, I think. But it's solid what it's doing. It's a fun, pleasant read.